Hey dudes, it's Miko from ML Sound Lab, and I've been getting a lot of questions about the ML merge profiles for the Kemper Profiling amplifier, so let me explain what they're all about. Cheers dudes. Break. Hey guys, so let's start with explaining what a merged profile is. So when Kemper was originally released, the way you would do Kemper profiles would be that you just get a sense signal going into your amplifier, and then you get the output from a microphone or a mic pre or your DAW or whatever you're using to sum up multiple microphones possibly. So eventually they came up with the merged profile feature, which essentially means that if you look here, you'll have the amplifier and the cabinets, and if you place a DI or something in between the cabinet and the amplifier, you're able to separate them. And the only problem that I really have with this is that I didn't really find that it was doing a perfect job. It was doing a really good job, and it sounds really good. There's no problem there, and the Kemper sounds really good. I'm not denying that, but if you don't know my past, I've been working with impulse responses for at least 8 years now, and I've been really pushing the envelope regarding the IR technology, meaning that I'm pushing it to its fullest, and I'm definitely capable of getting inaudibly similar results with the real microphone versus impulse responses, and you'll find clips of me comparing them. But I don't really want to dive into that, but that's the reason why I created my own ML merged profile technique, and it's using the same principles that I'm using with my impulse responses. It's kind of a secret, but what it really means is that I get 100% realistic capture of the amplifier and cabinet separately, and I've always had to do that anyways to get the best IRs. So obviously when I got the Kemper and started doing my own profiles, the first goal for me personally was to try and come up with a way to do this same thing that I've been working on for so many years with the Kemper, and ultimately provide this to you guys. And let me just show you why this is something good. So what I have here is a profile from the Mesa Boogie V amp pack, and what you just heard in the beginning is exactly what it sounds like when you get the pack. So it's that super tight boogie sound that I feel like when I tried the other boogie profiles, I wasn't really getting that. I'm not sure. Obviously, I haven't tried all of them, but you really need to dial in the amp in a certain way to get that sound. So and it's a very unforgiving sound. So if you're not used to playing with it, it'll probably be a little bit uncomfortable, because it definitely shows when you make a mistake. So anyways, what I'm able to do with this is have the amp section 100% separate from the cabinet section, and what this enables me to do is use the ML cap packs perfectly with the amplifier. So let me just demonstrate this by showing you the difference between if you use an MLIR that is a perfect capture of the cabinet section versus something else. And I'm gonna blur whatever the else will be, because I don't really wanna attack anyone who's making cabinets. So with this pack, when you get the amp pack, you will get this one sample IR from the mega oversized cap pack, and this is a really good mix. It's blending a bunch of microphones, but mainly based on a 57 and another Shure microphone. Not gonna dive into that either, but anyways, let me show you how some of the other captures sound like from that pack. So I have the Mega Oversized pack here, and if I just pick 157, this will sound 100% realistic. And with these packs, what you're able to do is actually place the microphone. So from A to E, you will have different brightnesses for the microphone. So it's getting closer to the center of the speaker here. So if I have the microphone position 57E, it's going to be the brightest position for an SM57. So So what this enables you to do is virtually microphone your cabinet, or my cabinet so to say, and it's gonna be 100% realistic. There's not gonna be any difference between what I would get here with real amplifiers and real cabinets. And obviously you have different microphones in here as well, like a 7B. And if you really want to have a lot of low end, I highly recommend using the M160 because it's balanced really nicely. Let's try this one. And once again, this is all 100% realistic sounding. Now I'm gonna show you kind of what it sounds like if you use a cabinet that's not done this way. I'm gonna blur out the names because I don't really want to attack anyone, but let's just choose this one, for example. And this is from probably one of the most respected profile makers out there. But let me show you what it sounds like. Another one that's pretty terrible sounding. That's probably not even fair. Okay, that sounds a lot better. This is this could definitely pass as a real amp sound. And let's jump into something different once again. Okay, so you get the idea. You do get these hunky sounds, you get these dark sounds, you get these sounds that sound like they're far away. Some of them do work better than others, obviously, but what the reason behind making these ML merged profiles is that I know that I'm getting the perfect separation, and right now when I only have one cap pack out, it's probably not going to be that obvious what the power will be, but I'm constantly working on more amp packs and cap packs, and they will be 100% compatible with each other, and they will be 100% realistic, meaning that if I ever put out something like let's say a British 4x12 cabinet, for example, and you use it with these ML merged profiles, it can sound 100% realistic because all of that amp sound is a part of the amplifier, and all of that cab sound is a part of the cabinet sound. It's just giving you unlimited options. Obviously, when you have an amp pack and a cap pack, even now with these options that I have here, let me just jump into a different kind of sound. So that was the uber tight boogie sound. The profile 6 is kind of a more of a loose sound, so there's more low end, and it's kind of like a Friedman sounding rhythm tone. So that already sounds different, but it's still using the same cabinet section. So if I jump in, maybe use 58 just because, you know, it's a little bit different sounding than the 57. It's got a really nice growl to it, and once again, I believe this is probably one of the most realistic sounding merged profiles you'll ever find on the market. So and it does sound really good, and it sounds completely realistic, and I'm not doing anything strange or weird here. Everything is completely raw. I have a Music Man Petrucci guitar that's going into the Kemper, and that's what you're hearing. No post-processing or anything. I want to show you kind of maybe a little bit more drive, and then when you have more of this kind of a dry sound, what you want to have is maybe like a darker IR. So if I just jump into like a Royer type microphone, it should sound pretty perfect. So like that one. So once again, the versatility that's 100% realistic and sounds great that you get when you combine these ML merge profiles with the ML cap packs, that's essentially the power that you get from you know, using these packs, and it's pretty undeniable. But you know, I hope this was a really good showcase of how powerful this all can be. Okay, so let me just quit this video by playing with this kind of a crunchier, more low-endy sound. Cheers, guys.